Justin Fields are turning into elite combination. We're also going to ask, can the defense save Matt Eberflus's job? Do we even want it to? We're going to talk about all that plus more on today's Chicago Bears Central.
Yeah.
Now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. We got Bobby, C-Dub, and myself, Haize, in the building today, holding it down on the daily episode. Yeah, it's late in the fucking day, but guess what? You're still getting your episode today on a Wednesday, so it is what it is there. But with that said, guys, I want to talk about this first thing up, and it's because it's becoming more and more of a conversation, and the defense is improving. I don't know if you guys got to look at the stats. Right now, the Chicago Bears, considering how they started off the season, are the ninth overall defense as far as yards allowed per game. They're the number one rushing defense, but they're bottom 8 passing defense. If you get that pass rush solidified over this offseason, you can talk yourself into the Chicago Bears defense possibly walking away as a top 5 defense this year. How do you guys feel about that when looking at it?
It's a lot that I think about when I think about the defense and the way they got better over the season. First, and I hate to do this, you got to give some props to Eberflus. I hate to do it, but you got to give props to Eberflus. Once he took over, once that guy, whatever happened with that guy, Alan Williams, who knows, this defense started to take an upwards trajectory, and I just got to give him props for that. I would like to put on the table that they got healthier as the season went along. Some of your players, Kyler Gordon came back. Not to mention the addition of Montez Sweat beyond getting healthy, but we got Montez Sweat. They look extremely better with Montez Sweat. And that's it. They playing better. They're more healthier. I don't know what else to say about that, but give props to Eberflus.
Just to add some color to what you said there, C-Dub. So in the first 3 weeks of the season, the Bears had one sack. Over the last 3 weeks, we've had 7 sacks over the last 3 weeks. That's the effect that health and Montez Sweat has had to this team. Bobby, how do you feel about the way the defense has improved here? And then do you think that's going to be enough to save Matt Eberflus's job, or do you even want it to save Matt Eberflus's job?
I mean, this is what we asked him to do. You was hired because you was a solid defensive coordinator and good enough to where a team felt like you was a candidate for a head coaching job. So we was like, hey, Eberflus, even though your offense stinks, your defense supposed to be up hot, bro. This is what you got hired for. Your side of the ball is supposed to be good and secure. At first, it wasn't, we couldn't say that. But now, lately, you can say that. The Bears are keeping the defense is keeping the offense in games. They're not giving up a lot of points. They might be giving up some yards, here and there and stuff. But I also believe that over the last few weeks, with seeing so many turnovers, they can kind of gain some ground a little bit, to kind of help out with that percentage, at least his pass defense. But to say that his job might be safe, I think it might be. I mean, because if you think about it, they already succeeded over the 3 wins, and there's a strong chance they can get a couple more. So he can go to the Brian Post like, hey, this was a progress. You and Kevin Warren, y'all seen it up front, the process, things like that. So I think there is a strong chance because we seen them play well against the Lions. And then we seen them. We don't know how they're going to play against the Browns, but they don't have Deshaun Watson. Then you got Atlanta, Green Bay, and Arizona. He can definitely win some more games. And then who knows, bro? Who knows?
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, listen, when it comes down to it, if this team, let's say, wins 3 out of these last few games, as much as I hate Matt Eberflus and I'm over it, I can't even deny that you may want to. The thing that I'm most concerned about if they keep Matt Eberflus, even with this defense stepping up, is what if you do miss out on the person who could have been your next head coach? Because Ben Johnson ain't coming to just be the offensive coordinator of the Browns. Eric Bieniemy isn't coming just to be the offensive coordinator. I'm sorry, of the Bears. Why the fuck I said the Browns for? These are guys that are only leaving to become head coaches at their next destination. So if you wait, you could possibly miss out on one of these guys if you really do see that these are the guys that could take that offense and kind of guide and Justin Fields' development. So that's the thing that I'm worried about. If it is, don't get me wrong, I want to acknowledge how good Eberflus is, how he's called games, how much better the defense is playing. But at the same time, I don't want to mortgage our future because we're too busy living in the present, and just because the defense has stepped up here to overlook the other things that he's done as a head coach that's kind of been negative. I'm worried about it. That's all I can say on that.
I feel you on that.
And I want to say this: even if they win 3-4 games for the rest of the season, does the bad that we seen this season still outweigh what he's done with the defense? I think the bad still outweighs. And Ryan Poles, I don't think he's as safe as he was at the beginning of the season. We was all singing his praises. He was a GOAT GM, all of this stuff. His job is on the line too, so he has to make a correct decision.
I don't think that. I don't think Ryan
No.
Poles'
Yeah,
job
I
is on
think
the
Ryan
line at
Page.
all.
No?
Ryan Poles is safe.
You think he's
Like
safe?
one, like they just said for the goofy Billy Donovan, he's safe.
Okay.
I mean, because when you look at Poles, like honestly, like look at how on the late draft picks that he's hit on.
Absolutely.
Right, like he's been a little cheap when it comes to free agents. We could have had some better free agents, and Tremaine Edmonds, even though he's got a lot of sacks, hasn't necessarily made the impact. But like Ryan Poles finds talent in the draft. Like you can solve free agency, and then really, I know free agents. We all look at free agency, and we want them to spend all this money. It's better in the long run if your draft picks are the ones that develop, because then you have them under a cost-controlled contract for that first 3 to 5 years. So.
Yeah, I understand. I hear you guys. Go ahead, nephew. You had
Oh,
something.
and I was gonna say, and I look at what he has done is, as far as the players and all the people that he brought in, most GMs, they can't do that. And then like he's replacing the players in the correct way. And what I mean by that is TJ Edwards is filling in just as much, or if not better than a Roquan Smith.
Absolutely.
Montez Sweat was a great addition. So he's strategically putting these guys in place and really going after those blue chip players. Because now you got you re-upped on Komet on the offensive side of the ball. Got DJ Moore, found a diamond in the rough, and Roshan Johnson. Bro, he got players everywhere, and the moves don't seem like they've been bad deals so far. I mean, you got a few here with Chase Claypool and that, but I'm talking about with the guys that's been performing on the team currently.
Yeah, like no GM is going to bat 100%. But when you look at it with Ryan Poles, I know despite some fans and us being a 4-win team, he's hitting at least 80-85%, especially on draft picks. Like he's made some really like Nate Davis hasn't been able to stay healthy, but when he's been on the field, everything that you kind of need him to be. So
how much weight do y'all carry picking the right leaders of these players? Because I'm agreeing with y'all. How much weight do you go on picking the right leaders to coach these great players that he picking up?
I do put a lot on that, but here's my thing on that is that he gets one more. And then if he doesn't get it right, then I'm with you, because you can draft good, but if you keep getting badass coaches that aren't developing people, all right, then. But I don't think he's on his seat's hot right now. Now, if he does, whenever he moves on from Matt Eberflus and we get it, if he makes another wrong choice on the head coach, that's when I think you start.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
What if he keeps Luke Getsy? If he don't bring Luke,
that's a fireable offense. That's a fireable offense.
That's one problem that I feel like.
Bro, if we go into this offseason and Ryan Poles comes out and say, we kept Luke Getsy on, we felt confident about, I will literally look at him and be like, you stupid motherfucker.
He gonna have to sell that, Drew. He gonna have to really sell that to us, and we ain't buying that shit, bro.
For real.
He gonna have to sell it.
No. Can't do it. Anything left, Bob, before we move into the next topic?
Nah, we good. Keep it moving.
Hey, so I want to talk about this, right? And I saw these stats. I did not do this research myself, so I saw it on some place, and I wanted to bring it and talk to you guys. I'm not even going to front like I did this. I pulled it. But with that said, DJ Moore and Justin Fields are really turning into elite combo, and here's why. DJ Moore is on pace to have 1,420 yards. In 4 games with Tyson Bagent, DJ Moore had 20 catches for 211 yards. In the games that he's played with Justin Fields, that's through weeks 1 through 5, and then weeks 11 through 12. DJ Moore has 45 catches for 740 yards and 6 touchdowns. Justin Fields has also thrown no interceptions when throwing towards DJ Moore, and Moore averages 2.95 yards per route run in games when Fields starts and finishes. That ranks 3rd in the NFL as a whole. Have we seen, even on a 4-win team, have we seen an elite combination build here with Chicago?
Absolutely. And I'm excited to see the future with these guys. And really, to tell you the truth, to keep it a buck, DJ Moore should be clamoring and sending roses to Justin Fields right now, because this is the best quarterback he had in his career. It's the best quarterback, and you can tell by the numbers. And I'm looking forward to the next coming years. Hopefully, we have another guy on the other side over there, and you know what I'm saying. Then we'll see
Marvin
how it
Harrison Jr.
You know
Hey.
what I'm
Bro,
saying?
when
So,
we go
yeah.
live for the draft this year, if the Bears draft Marvin Harrison Jr., I'm going batshit ass crazy. You ain't got to worry.
Let's get it. For sure. But for DJ Moore, man, I think that him and Justin Fields is an elite combo. They just got to continue to build on it. Like we seen the early stages of it. We seen some really, really good highlights and plays from it. And when it was the money down, 3rd and 10, game on the line, who do you go to? DJ Moore. He got the job done and fought for extra yards and didn't give the ball up. Let him know that he wanted that game.
Yeah.
But I gotta go ahead and name out some stats that you ain't call out, Haize, just to kind of help, continue to paint this beautiful picture.
Okay.
The man is 5th in yards with 93 targets. Everybody else above him has over 100 targets, bro.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And if
That's
we're going off
crazy.
targets, he's 15th in targets, but 5th in yards, bro. It's crazy. He's 2nd in yards after the catch. And the man got 16 receptions over 20 yards.
What?
It's
Wait,
crazy.
what? He's 2nd in yards in Yak
Yeah.
in NFL.
Monster.
Yes.
You know who number one is.
Crazy.
Well, that's also, a lot of screenplays will do that for you.
Oh,
You know what I'm
Hey, my man's he doing this thing, man. He doing this thing for sure. Gotta show him love.
Hey, and I like what you said, nephew. It's the beginning state. They can only get better, bro.
Yeah.
They
what I'm saying.
only gonna get better.
And then imagine this. That's already an elite combination. Add Marvin Harrison Jr. on the other side of that. What are teams going to do with that?
Nothing.
It ain't much.
We're talking, and I don't use hyperbole a lot, and I know I'm an Ohio State guy, but this is why I'm sticking to this. If you take Marvin Harrison Jr. with the number 1 overall pick, fuck everything else. If you're able to add Marvin Harrison Jr. to DJ Moore, that is a wide receiver core that could change football. And I don't use that lightly. Bro.
Wow, I like that.
I'm with you.
Go preach drip.
That's what I'm saying. Like, to me, and this is what even for the people who are Justin Fields haters, if you improve that offensive line and you add Marvin Harrison Jr. to DJ Moore, at that point, if you don't like Justin Fields, that's going to give you everything you need and an answer right there. Because I tell you what, if you a quarterback and you can't damn near lead the league in touchdowns with those two motherfuckers, you may not be in the right field. Now, I'm a Fields guy. I think Fields is going to thrive if he gets those two guys. But I'm just saying that's a generational. You don't get a chance to pair 2 wide receivers like that very often. You just don't.
Facts.
I love that.
And I was going to take it a little deeper. I let you cook my brother past the plate because, bro, if they can only continue to grow with each other, you got the vet. He's still relatively young, but you got the vet locked in for years. Then you get the young rookie coming up in here with the guy who we believe and know how dynamic he is, and Justin Fields. Bro, we ain't never seen an offense as great as that could potentially be. But that is speaking into the future. We got to wait to see it happen. But I've
seen this a lot. Here's the thing. The Cardinals right now are slated to draft number 2nd. He's not going past the Cardinals.
No, he's not.
So no, you don't trade down. To me, and this is what I get it that we did it last year. And this is why, like, a lot of fans always think you got to do the same thing. When you have the number 1 pick, you take Marvin Harrison Jr. is the best talent in this draft, period. He's going to have a better career than Caleb Williams. Don't even talk to me about no fucking Drake May when it comes to Marvin Harrison Jr. You take that. That's it. That's it. He's a generational talent. And so I get it. Like, let's say the Cardinals somehow they end up like 4th or 5th. The Patriots are 2nd. All right, cool. You trade down for 1 spot. You're not going to get a lot. You're not going to get the same. Keep in mind, the Panthers, we got the haul we got back from the Panthers because of how far they moved up in that draft. Right. You're not moving down that. You're not getting a team that's you're not going to move down that much in this draft and still get a player that's even a 5th of what Marvin Harrison Jr. does. You just don't get close.
Not even
so. You take that and you keep it pushing, man.
I wouldn't even play around with it, bro. I believe it's going to remain the same at day number 1. You just go ahead and make the selection simply because, let's just say, you don't believe in Justin Fields as the quarterback years down the road, or hell, maybe going into next season. You can still build a foundation for the next quarterback the correct way. That's how the Eagles have been great so long. They just got the foundation to continuously build these things out and be in contention. The Bears need to do things differently from now on.
Yeah. Yes, you are absolutely right. Once they draft him, I'm gonna just do this like it's imperative, like it's gonna happen. Once they draft Marvin Harrison Jr., the vibe of the Chicago Bears and all of his history is changing right there. Because right now, because bro, come on now. Would you see Justin Fields with Olave and what's the kid name with the Jets?
Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson in Ohio State. He was unbelievable. 40 touchdowns, 1 interception. Come on.
That's it. Like, and so I get it, and I understand the trade down and get more assets in this thing. But at the end of the day, you can somebody can give you 4 first round picks over the next 4 years for this. You're not going to get a player of Marvin Harrison Jr. in that. You're not.
No, you're not.
So you take the talent, period. So that's my thought process on it. I know we started this off with talking about DJ Moore, but fuck it. Listen, we're Chicago Bears fans. We want to see the best for this team.
Oh, bro.
We want to see what's best for them. Hey.
Yeah, man. But seeing that they would rank 3rd in the NFL is crazy to me because it's like, and keep in mind, that's with the Luke Getsy ran offense. Imagine if you get an actual offensive coordinator in here, bro, that can get correct. And listen, you're talking about, again, Marvin Harrison Jr., DJ Moore. You know who we didn't even mention in that? Cole Kmet. Imagine how much is going to free up to Cole Kmet. If you don't run slants at that point to the open of the bro, come on.
Oh, Drill, what is it going to do for Rojo? Because I expect Rojo to be the starter.
That's what I'm saying. You talking about an offense that has Cole Kmet, DJ Moore, Marvin Harrison Jr., Justin Fields. You still got Khalil Herbert in that as well.
Yes. Oh, come on.
Look out.
That's a game changer, Jip.
Look out.
That's a game changer.
That's all I'm saying with that, man. Any last thoughts on this one before we move into the last topic for today, fellas?
Let's keep it moving because we'll be talking about this forever.
Yeah, bet. So quick injury update. Tyreek Stevenson, Matt Eberflus said that we're hopeful and feel pretty good where he is. When he was asked if Stevenson expects to return this season, Eberflus said, yeah, I hope so. That's both a positive update and a concern at the same time because he's where you like where he is, but you hope he's going to return this season. Yeah. And we got a bye week. Matt Eberflus is a fucking idiot, bro. How do you double talk a fucking injury report, bro?
Bro, like it's ridiculous.
Go ahead, nephew. I can't stay.
I was just gonna say, like, man, just give it to us straight. Like, are you trying to put fillers out for Detroit or what? It doesn't matter. Y'all played each other already. Y'all know exactly what the other team is gonna do. It's gonna come down to who the hell wants to win that day. Like, bro, just get to the point for once. Get to the point. Stop playing around. That's what gets on my nerves about him. He just beat around the bush too much.
Yeah, and I carry those sentiments with my nephew, but I'm going to just say I feel sorry for Tyreek because he looked like he just turned the corner. He had his best game as a pro before he got injured. And I just feel sorry for the kid that it sounds like, so I'm going to take his words. It sounds like he going to miss probably the whole rest of the season. So I hope he doesn't. But I'm really sad for the kid, bro. But that kid, Lewis, he's a player. He's playing.
Oh, Terrell Lewis he's
a player.
much like we just talked about the wide receiver core. That's why I think you got to re-sign Jalen Johnson because you look at having a cornerback core of Jalen Johnson, Tyreek Stevenson, Lewis.
Yeah. Bro. We got to talk about that money with Jalen.
And Kyler Gordon. I didn't even mention Kyler Gordon.
And Kyler Gordon, too, who has improved the most out of the whole, maybe the defense. That kid is a different player from last year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Damn. God.
He just seemed more focused, more juiced. And like
physical.
Great call. He definitely more physical. He having a solid season for sure.
Yeah, man. Hey, we got to talk to Jalen Johnson about some money, though. We got to talk about that number, though.
Oh, Jalen Johnson going to get humbled real quick, bro.
Real quick, bro.
Real quick. I think, listen, here's the thing. What Jalen Johnson is, the fact that no teams were interested at the trade deadline should already be a sign right there, right?
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to deal with the headache potentially. He's probably going hit the open market. But I think he's going to get humbled very quickly after hitting the open market. And that first meeting when the team is like, yeah, I want to get paid about 20. They're going to look at him and be like, we got 12 and a half for you, my guy.
Bro. I ain't gonna lie to you though. If he returned them pick sixes, his value would have shot up.
Now, I'm cool with put some incentives in there.
I'm with you.
I'm cool with that. Yeah. Put a 6 interception incentive in there. You get 6 interceptions. We'll listen. We'll throw a little bit extra on there.
Oh, that's the play. I think that's a great idea. I think that's the play because you got to motivate this kid. He can't catch a cold, bro.
And he's still 24 years old, bro. You don't let somebody who's this good already.
Yeah, you don't. Let him
then still has room to develop. Keep in mind, he's freaking 8 months older than Tyreek Stevenson, who just came in the league.
That is nuts. It feels like he's been in the league for 5 years.
He has. It's crazy, like how young Jalen Johnson still is, bro. Like, it's crazy.
My goodness, Jalen Johnson, bro. I like him. I know he is spectacular talent. I just need him to show up when that time comes.
Finish the play. Finish the play. That's all we ask. Just go out here and finish the play. Great players finish plays.
I know how good he is, bro.
For sure.
That's what it is. That's what it is. All right, fellas. Anything left before we get the hell up out of here, man?
Man, don't it feel good to have a win, man? It just Bruh. you're not too angry. You a little angry at Lugatzi, but you feel good because we won. Yeah.
Listen, but see, the thing, I'm a rash. Every time I see Matt Eberflus's face, I get angry again, bro.
Like ladder me, motherfucker, right now.
And the thing is, I cover the Bears and the Bulls every day, and I love these teams with all my heart. But I want to punch both these coaches in their fucking face, bro.
Tell me about it.
If somebody literally said, hey, Haize, you can get away with punching one of these guys and no jail time, I'm beating one of they. It don't even matter which one.
Hey, both of them ain't gonna throw a punch at you back. Both of them.
Listen, I wake up, I throw one. I'll let you get one off. And then I'm fucking your ass up, fam. I remember I did that shit in a high school fight one time. Nigga pushed me. I don't push, I punch. I punched the nigga in his face. He punched me one time. I was like, oh, cool, bet. Thanks for that. And
it's rocking.
Fuck that nigga up.
Let's go. It's time.
It's busting.
It's demon time.
Your girl can at least say you tried to fight back. I got a 4-piece for you real quick. Anyway, it took me back. Anything left, fellas, before we get up out of here, man?
I'm just gonna say, hey, y'all, take the dub. That's it. Take the dub and let's see what happens next. You know what I'm saying? Hey, rock with the game. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel and turn up for sure.
One more thing, TikTok, make sure y'all hit us up on TikTok. Same name, Chicago Bears Central. Go ahead and follow us on TikTok. We going crazy.
Big facts on that. Big facts on that. We got a bye week this week, so we'll probably be live Sunday, no game. So look out for that. We'll try to get that live in for you guys. But yeah, other than that, man, thank you guys for following and listening, man. Make sure you guys are following the show at Shy Bears Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. And then lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail, 773-242-9336. We're the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bears related, man. We up out here. Peace, y'all.